friend. As you're just sitting there wondering why your boss fired your ass just for smoking that weed on the job. Well, hell, everybody knows it's for medical purposes. You just hadn't got your card yet. I understand that. You say your mama's getting on your ass for sitting on the sofa every day just watching TV, not doing shit, just smoking dope. Well, do I got the deal for you? Yes, I do. You see that number on the screen there below me? Well, you get your telephone and you get your mama's credit card and you dial that number, all excepting for that last digit. Because I'm going to tell you how you can make a small fortune. Yes, you can. This very day, we got operators standing by, waiting for your call. Yes, you can make perfect stained glass windows like this without no trouble at all. You have customers knocking down your door just asking for your services, and you can charge whatever you want. Yes, you can. Look at that inventory of stuff there that you get. And you got that number dialed, huh? You got that number ready? Well, I was going to tell you how you can make a small fortune in stained glass. Yes, I am. Ready? Okay, got that credit card? Them operators standing by? Here we go. The way you can make a small fortune in stained glass is starts with a big one. That's right. Call that number. Call that digit right now. Oh my God. Oh, I was going to have a heart attack. You too can make a window like this. And I have my complete workshop up for sale for one price to the highest bidder, which you will see. But before you do that, let me give you a quick summary of what you can expect from this video. And that is there. I'm going to show you two slideshows that I'm going to narrate and have a musical background. And the first is this 6.5-minute slideshow that shows mostly my earlier works in stained glass. So you're going to see the results. And then you're going to see a second slideshow, which is almost 9 minutes. And that'll show you my more recent works and all of the windows that I have installed at Log Haven and that were in my sun porch. And then, at the end, I'm going to show you everything that is included with my stained glass business. All of my secrets will be shown to you. Yes, so with that, let's get the first slideshow on the road. But before we do, let me get my queued up music going. But before I do, let me tell you, I was cited by the copyright police. So I am now more reticent of what you should and should not do. But I do believe that if I play it lightly in the background, but you have to choose a selection that is not of a commercial value. And it very well might be a work that someone themselves does not have a copyright to. And actually the starving artists like maybe to have their work shown, even if maybe they don't get any money for it. So having said that, that is my rationale for maybe still trying to get away with the music of my choice. So with that, I have it queued up, and these are basically covers of Sister Ray, one of my favorite tunes. So let's see, let's get the slideshow on the road. And hopefully it'll be time. This was my only paying customer. She cost me more than I made, so I got into the donation business. This was my first large, successful donation. This is the logo and the entry of Menla. That's the mountain in the clouds. The dining area, this hides the parking area, has Menla in the sun. Flowing river of many colors. This is my most proud work, Om, in the main dining area. Many compliments. This is a more recent work with a variation from that same dining area window. It's a symmetric tree with subtle variations. It's pushing the limit of what one is able to do with stained glass. You can see I had several different choices I was making there. There's the actual fabrication. Most difficult, well, no, not difficult. The difficulty is in the decision making. Here's my next donation. You see it's a development, yes, and it has a complimentary young lad, both interested in entering the children's library. And the Trinity of Life, the sunrise of unlimited opportunity, the sunset of reflected memories, and the moonrise of unlimited opportunity. No, moonrise of eternal bliss. Excuse me. My largest window needs central support. All my favorite doggy patterns. This is a special Audubon window that you will see soon in Mill Grove, Pennsylvania, next to Valley Forge. Went there to install it myself. Very proud of that. Worked with them to make an appropriate window. There's a logo. Turned glass, very bright orange and mottled green, very appropriate for such an amphibian. World Wildlife Fund panda. You sort of lose the advantage of color, but the contrast looks good. This pattern that I combined is so popular, I've reproduced it many times. This is the Sea Shepherd's logo, a variation of it. This pattern is used many different ways. It can be stretched horizontally, as you see here, or vertically, as you see here. And, used it many times, not only in hanging ovals, but also here. Stretched significantly horizontally. This is the before. There's the pattern. Not only stretched, but reversed. Monet Morning. Van Gogh Night. Van Gogh Night is all in iridescent glass. It looks good at any time of day. It either has reflected light or is backlit. And it looks good either way. This I'm very proud of. The Bear Group's logo is incorporated here into the glass. This high contrast. New Jersey Bears. Poor souls. Been hunted the last 2 years. Long story here. Too much to tell. This is my starry night again. Yeah, I hope the music isn't overriding
that's what happened before. That's why I'm taping this a second time. So this is my winter activity here. And when I make windows, it's, you know, advantageous to do many at one time. So I save up all my favorite patterns. And the pattern work is as much work as the fabrication. The challenge is in the pattern development and the color choices in glass. That's why you have to work with a light box. You have to see what it will actually look like backlit. And here you're seeing the intermix of development work and the final product. And I can use this pattern for different size windows. And of course you can expand a pattern, but when you contract a pattern, there's a limit to how small your pieces can become. And most of the hanging windows have pretty much reached that limit. So, yeah, let me re-cue the music. I'm going to have to turn down the volume too, because I know this next song is going to be loud. Turn down that volume. Yeah, that's good. That's it. Where's my guy here? Okay, and these were meant to be donated, these small dog windows, at animal shelter locations, but it never materialized. I think it's just too difficult working with volunteers. They never seem to, you know, get the word. People keep on changing. These are in Log Haven. This is down in the workshop. In fact, this is the end of the show. So let me, with that, finish this one and start the second one right away. So this is going to be more windows in Log Haven before we get to the workshop, which is the part up for sale. And all of these windows either go with Log Haven or have been donated. Basically, all the windows in the sun porch have been donated. So here's a Starry Night again. I call it Midnight Blue. Yeah, I have a write-up on it, and that was my most challenging work, and that's what made me think kinetic glass art could be a not a money-making business, but a business to enjoy the art. Didn't materialize, though. I think too many people think of stained glass as a craft and not an art. And the people that do get into it, they don't want to be challenged. You know, they just want sort of mindless sort of work. So they even sell kits, you know, or everything's done. So, but that's not the what I found interesting. But I think I pretty much did my course. And it's time to downsize, so all of my secrets are going to be revealed soon. These are donated windows. And I got into the business of making storage and shipping cases, which makes them very safe, because once they break, I mean, here, this is a very popular pattern, the ghost ship. Here's the original circular of that moonrise or sunrise pattern that I've did so frequently. Here's the owl. I have two of these oval owls. One is larger than the other. I have put in iridescent glass too more recently. Actually, using up my glass inventory. I still have a very large inventory, but on certain colors I essentially ran out. And I essentially made these final windows to fill the existing oak frames that I had in stock. And here's the sun porch now completely filled. And that's the end Oh no. Oh, okay. That was just a pause. Now we're into, all of this is what's up for sale. And the glass inventory, I believe, is about 300 pieces. And here you're seeing all the glass. I've speeded up the pictures now. But this is all the glass that's in those racks that you saw in the beginning. Segregated by color. And we're going down reds. Actually, I bought a lot of purples. There's a lot of purples, but I never ended up using purples. The blues I pretty much ran out of, but greens, I have greens and I have greens. That's why when you saw that tree, I was able to just, I like the term, if you can't dazzle them with brilliance, bury them in bullshit. And I can throw different colors of the, different variations of the same color of glass. And it, I won't call it mindless, but it is a random pattern that gives it a certain appeal. But you have to have that multiplicity of color. Here's another storage rack. That first storage rack, these are both shoe racks. And they're on casters, so it makes it very portable. And all you're seeing comes in these low boxes. And here are samples. Here's my embellishment treasure chest. Here's more glass, smaller pieces in this larger rack. This is an oak shoe rack. And all of these nice antique boxes are filled with all of this context. This smock, Intamin smock, is, you want to do that when grinding glass because of the splatter. Here's a grape collecting box with all of these devices. If I can't explain them quick enough. They just go by too quickly. Hopefully, you can slow down and look at a picture as glass cutting. Here's a rounded cames. Here's another box. Another box. Well, I guess this is the same box. I hope you can hear me over there. I'm gonna basically shout. I think maybe I should have turned down that volume a little more. This is particularly loud. See, I can't. I guess I can't get to it here. Oh yes, I can. Here it is. No, that's just, oh, it is, yeah. Oh, I did it, yeah. Okay, that guy's just a little overpowering. And I don't want to make this a third time. Now here's, these are all chemicals, yeah, for patina, for waxing, for cleaning, for fluxing. Here's a very portable, it's actually a sewing box, but it's filled with all of these small, nice tools. So it's very portable, and all of these small things are all in one place, so you know where to go. And you can carry it with you. And here's cutting. Yeah, this is for making those storage cases. This is a light box. Yeah, very big piece of plexiglass with the fluorescent fixtures for getting the backlight. That's a 3-foot oak frame. Cutting boards, yeah. This very heavy glass sample box. I think it's about 200 pieces of sample glass here to choose from. And this is that came bender where you can make those round sun catcher frames. More embellishments. And all of this marketing material and more, or I should say, these are all small patterns and sources of patterns, and with copiers and enlargers. And here's a small light box. Tracing, it's the pattern development, as I say. Now this is significant. This is a glass a grinder, wet grinder, and all of the accommodating accessories that you would need, including bits. Here's an overhanging rack for getting intense light over the grinder. And the grinder has a lens so you can see the work, because that's where you get the ability to do such fine work. Now this is probably the most expensive item. This is the Gemini ring glass saw. Here you can do essentially any kind of cut you want. It's with two extra blades. This nice wooden barrel in itself would be well worth money as an antique, but it simply is a vessel to store what you're going to see. And I see my music ran out again, so let me stop here because I have another selection, and hopefully it won't be so overpowering here. Yeah. I think this will be a right volume. So let me get back to it. Oh, I'm going to need him to be louder. Okay, here we go. So now back to the slideshow. Now we're going to see the patterns. Okay, so these tubes, one end's removable, one end's not. They contain all these full-size paper patterns that you're going to see. I'm going to speed up the rate of the slides, but here you'll recognize the windows that you saw before. And this is where you really start. You have to start from a numbered pattern, and you never want to throw one away. And you can often use it in other places in different sizes and dimensions and different croppings. So this is essentially my magic box, or my little black book, my library of patterns. And these, to be honest, were selected from sources that weren't, in other words, they didn't come from my head. In fact, here's the source of Midnight Blue, my version of Starry Night. It just goes by too fast. Here, you can see these. But this is enjoyable work. Yeah. Because it's much easier, to erase a line on a pattern than it is to try to get something to fit, or to have something that you don't like. And there's the whole enchilada there. All the patterns and all the tubes. Yes, in the barrel. And here's all the paper rolled up. All these. And we're near the end of the slideshow here. And this is the Morton cutting board with the cutter's mate and the Morton bending breaking tool. So that's everything a person could want. And you bid what you feel is appropriate. And hey, I'm willing to sell the whole deal in one schmear. Okay, think about it. It's not a money-making business, to be honest, but it certainly is a hobby worth pursuing. And check it out.